This conference will now be recorded.
Now, so first of all, welcome to the new world of Lightning Web Components. This would be a new level of programming that you'll be learning with me, right? Whatever you have learned so far in the Lightning classes using Aura, we would be using only few, a very limited learning that you had in the Aura classes, we'll be using it here. Otherwise, most of the concept would be new here. Now, whichever is a repetitive concept, I will definitely not going to repeat here separately, which we have already done. In this class, if anyone is without Aura knowledge, without the Lightning knowledge, then you are not in the right place. Anyone, right, without Lightning class joining for the first time here for the Lightning Web Component? Anyone? I believe there shouldn't be anyone, but still I'm asking, anyone without Aura classes, without learning the Aura components, without learning the Lightning application, Lightning component, Lightning event, Lightning interface, Lightning token? Anyone who has not got the exposure? Perfect. So your basic requirement for joining this LWC is that you should have completed, right, Lightning course. Now LWC is an advance. Before we start learning LWC, let's understand some basic and infrastructure today that is required. So first of all, what is an LWC? So take out your notes, start writing. Take out your note and start writing, right? Lightning Web Component are custom HTML element. Lightning Web Components are custom HTML elements built using Lightning Web Components are custom HTML element built using HTML and modern JavaScript. So what is a Lightning Web Component? These are HTML elements made up of HTML, which is using modern JavaScript, the latest JavaScripts using. Such type of elements are called as Lightning Web Component. Write down properties of LWC. Number one, LWC and Aura bracket Lightning. LWC and Aura bracket Lightning can coexist and interoperate on a same page. First point, Lightning Web Component LWC and Aura component bracket Lightning can coexist and interoperate on same page. First. Second, LWC can be called inside Aura. Second point, LWC can be called inside Aura, whereas you cannot call Aura inside LWC. LWC can be called inside Aura. LWC can be called inside Lightning, but Lightning bracket Aura cannot be called inside LWC. Cannot be called inside LWC. Next, Lightning component bracket Aura is ECMA5 is ECMA5 compatible programming model, right? Lightning bracket Aura is ECMA5 compatible programming model, whereas LWC is ECMA7 programming model. We'll talk about what is ECMA, European Computer Manufacturers Association, right? So whereas Lightning Web Component is ECMA 7 compatible programming model. Next, Lightning component or application bundle, Lightning, right? Lightning bracket Aura. Whenever I say Lightning, it's Aura, okay? Lightning bracket Aura component or application consists of 7/8 bundle elements, whereas LWC contains 4 bundle elements only. Whereas LWC contains 4 bundle elements only. Right? 4 bundle elements only. Next, right? Lightning bracket Aura can be developed using Developer Console / MS VS Studio, Microsoft Visual Code. Sorry, not Studio, Visual Code, MS VS Code. Lightning bracket Aura can be developed using Developer Console and Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Whereas LWC is developed only through MS VS Code bracket as of today. Only MS Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Only through Microsoft Visual Studio Code. So for LWC, you cannot use Developer Console. You have to use MS VS Studio. That you have to use. Next, right? Lightning elements can be editable. Lightning elements can be editable in Salesforce environment, whereas LWC cannot be editable or modified in Salesforce environment. Next point, whereas LWC cannot be modified or edited in Salesforce environment. Perfect. Now, tomorrow, if somebody asks you, what is an LWC? You have a definition. What is the difference between LWC and Aura? Here is the difference. I give you all the differences between an Lightning component and an LWC component. Now, before we proceed forward, right? Now, let us, right, understand what is the ECMA. First of all, who is ECMA? ECMA is, right, let me go ahead, open a Google here. ECMA, right? As I told you, it's a standard. It's an international standard organization. The way whenever you buy a food, you get FASSI logo, right? Food Standard and Safety Authority of India, if I'm not wrong. FASSAI, FSSAI, one logo you'll get. See, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. You go to any food, you'll be able to see this logo, right? You'll be able to see this logo. You take a Maggie, you turn it, you'll be able to see this logo. You take a biscuit, turn back, somewhere this logo will be there. Any food item should have this logo. Government has to certify the food is fit for public consumption. Public can use it. This is a standard organization which try to maintain standard of all the product that you buy on the market. That you buy all the product back in the market. All the product that you buy in the market. Just give me a minute, guys. 1 minute only. Okay. I'll be with you back. Hey guys, sorry, I'm back here. So whenever you buy any food item, you would be able to see this logo. Similarly, whenever you buy any electronic item, you'll be able to see this ISI logo, right? ISI mark. You'll be able to see this. What is this? Right? Indian Standard Authority. This mostly on all electrical products, you'll be able to see this logo. So that means not only that, you might see one more logo in India, AGMARK, Eggmark logo, mostly on dairy products, any type of ghee, right? Right, buttermilk, any type of animal product that comes will have these Eggmark, Eggmark. This logo will be there, right? Agricultural product, any agricultural product that comes from India, right, will have this mark called Eggmark. Go and observe. Most of the time, we don't even care to observe all these things. But literally, now if you go and turn your food packets and everything, you would be able to see some security, some safety standard registration. And that is mandate for every product that rolls out in the market. Same way, we are having a web standard. Today, everything is web because ECMA. Everything is web, right? Today, internet is so much prevailing that everywhere you see everything is done on the web and mostly the cloud computing. Whenever we say cloud computing, it is accessing and computing resources through an internet. Now, how can you make a standard? This is the organization ECMA International. ECMA is a non-profit standard organization for information and communication system. So any type of web standard are maintained by ECMA. ECMA provides guidelines, right, for all standards. ECMA standard. See, ECMA script. I'm going to the ECMA website and I'm showing you now, right? ECMA standard, right? These are These are ECMA, right? ECMA SCRIP script. Let me go ahead, right? I'm going to the ECMA script, right? So there we go, right? ECMA script. What are the different scripts available, right? I will, rather than showing you 6th edition, 7th edition, let me show you in a proper way, ECMA, right? Let me go to, yeah, Wikipedia. That will be more good, right? I scroll down. Here we go, right? The topmost you can see now is ECMA 6. Actually, no, it is ECMA 7 is the latest, right? Salesforce Lightning Web Component is ECMA 7 compatible, latest web standard, whereas Lightning is ECMA 5, ASP.NET ECMA 5, right? Any type of web application that you're using mostly fall under ECMA 5, hardly falls under ECMA 6. Forget about ECMA 7. Lightning Web Component is, as of now, to best of my knowledge, is only web's right control that falls under ECMA 7. Guys, able to understand what I'm trying to explain? Yes or no? Everyone, yes or no?
Yes, Rupam.
Right? So, who gives the standard guidelines? ECMA is the organization which provides web standard guidelines. That means every web component that any company is building, whether it's Infosys, TCS, Salesforce, any company builds a new web technology, it has to be at par. It should be compatible with ECMA standards. ECMA has many standards. The highest standard is ECMA 7, right? And Salesforce is an ECMA 7 compatible programming component. That means on the standard, right, Lightning Web Component is on the highest standard that you're learning now. Now put a heading called as ECMA 7 standard. What is ECMA 7 standard? Start writing, right? I'll give a quick one line and then we will put the points there. ECMA standard, ECMA 7 standard. Write down, right? Standard guidelines and operability mode. Standard guidelines and operability mode for any web component. Standard guidelines and operability mode for any web component is defined in ECMA script 7. Is defined in ECMA script 7. Full stop. LWC is ECMA 7 compatible. LWC Lightning Web Component is ECMA 7 compatible. Now next heading, ECMA 7. What does the ECMA 7 tells you? Right? Number 1, custom element. Number 2, shadow DOM. Number 3, HTML template. Number 4, ES module. Write down. First one, custom element. Second one, shadow DOM. Third, HTML element. Fourth, ES module. Right? ES module. ES module. Right? Now let's understand. First one, put a subheading called as custom elements. Elements specified by the vendor. Elements specified by the vendor elements specified by the vendor compatible on DOM elements, bracket HTML. Elements specific to a vendor or specified by a vendor, right? Compatible with DOM elements, bracket HTML elements, is called custom element. Is called custom element. Example, lightning dash button. Lightning dash one dash one line symbol. Lightning dash button, comma. Lightning dash card, comma. Lightning dash input, etc. Now, what is this? These are vendor specific elements, right? They are not neutral elements, right? You cannot use them, right? If you go to ASP.NET, you will not find this element. ASP.NET can have their own elements, like Microsoft will have their own elements, right? Let's take any other programming language. Python will have their own elements. Such type of individual vendor specific elements are called custom elements. The subject is that they should be HTML compatible. The element should work on an HTML page. Whatever you develop, tomorrow you develop a lightning technology, or you develop a web technology, right? Any web technology. That web technology, whatever the word you're using, Rupam button, Rupam card, Rupam, frame, all those should work in HTML environment. Without the vendor support platform, it should be working. That means no, it will not work, system is giving error. No. You should have a web controls created based on DOM, is called custom element. It should be a custom element, but it should be compatible with DOM. DOM means HTML. DOM, document. DOM means HTML. First one, custom element. Second one, shadow DOM. Shadow DOM. Shadow DOM. Next, shadow DOM. Write down, right? The concept of integrating the concept of integrating custom element, the concept of integrating custom element, bracket vendor defined, right? Bracket vendor defined, right? The process of integrating custom element, bracket vendor defined, with DOM element in an encapsulated style, with an DOM element in a encapsulated style, right, is called shadow DOM. Is called shadow DOM. In interview, they will ask you all these things. You should be in a position to explain. That is the reason I'm taking time to explain all these modeling and everything. Shadow DOM. Now, what is the shadow DOM? Let's understand, right? What is the vendor specific components? Whatever the vendor created, like lightning dash card, lightning dash button, it'll give you a button. It's a lightning programming, right? Who has created this? Salesforce. It's a vendor defined. This lightning dash button should be working with HTML page. In the HTML page, it should be working. That means you are integrating a custom element or a vendor's element with HTML in encapsulated style. Encapsulated. What is that? Capsulation. What is encapsulation? Like a capsule. In a capsule, when you open, one side will be one powder, other side will be other powder. They'll be mixed together, right? They'll be joined together. That is called encapsulation, like a capsule, like a medicine, right? red, yellow. On the red side, it will be vendor specific. On the yellow side, it will be DOM. Neutral, which is compatible everywhere. You go to Java, it supports HTML, yes. You go to .NET, it supports HTML, yes. You go to Python, it supports HTML, yes. Go to Ruby on Rails, does it supports HTML? Yes. Every big programming, web designing, or web controls are compatible with HTML. Here also same thing, Shadow DOM. It is a technology, it is a method, it's a strategy to what? To integrate, right? A vendor specific component, nothing but custom element with neutral HTML element in an encapsulated style. That means they're capsuled together, they're joined together, they're represented as one. We call such components as Shadow DOM. Shadow DOM. Shadow DOM. Right? Next. Right? There is no example for this. Shadow DOM. There is no example for this. Shadow DOM. Next. HTML template. Put a heading called as HTML template. HTML template. Write down. Right? The designing part of LWC, the designing part of LWC using DOM is called HTML template. Is called HTML template. Is called HTML template. Next, ES module. ES module. The last one, ES module. HTML template, no example. Next, ES module. Right? ES module. Write down. The JavaScript programming bracket controller. The JavaScript programming bracket controller. The JavaScript programming bracket controller is called ES module. ES module. So all the controllers, all the JavaScripting that you do, that is called as ES module. All the designing, HTML and vendor scripting, Lightning programming plus HTML that you do is called HTML template. Mix of both is called Shadow DOM. Individual is called custom element. Right? Everybody is able to understand, yes or no? What is an LWC? Right? How the LWC is different from your Lightning components. Guys, yes or no?
Yes,
Anybody has
Rupam.
any questions?
Yeah, Rupam. Actually, Rupam, I missed out to note down the lightning and aura and LWC
You can
difference.
you can you can take it
So,
from the
will we
videos, not a
take
problem.
some notes? Okay, I will.
You
Okay,
can
I
take it
will
from the
contact.
videos, no issues. Sure. Right? Others able to understand or it's bouncing. I'm giving you a clear picture between an LWC and a Lightning. Right? Once we start doing the programming, it'll be more clear. As of now, right? This is how, or this is what is LWC. What is LWC? Right? What is LWC? Lightning Web Component are custom HTML elements. They're not Lightning elements. See, they're not Lightning elements. They are HTML elements. LWC are HTML elements built using HTML and JavaScript. Right? We are not saying built using Apex. No, we don't use Apex here. Only HTML and JavaScript. In that HTML, Shadow DOM, we are using some custom, nothing but vendor specific components. Here the vendor is Salesforce. Salesforce specific component like Lightning Dash Card, Lightning Dash Button, Lightning Dash Page Layout, Lightning Dash Page Layout Item, Lightning Dash Input, right? Rupam, is all lightning card, everything supported? No. Only couple of them are supported. Don't think that every element of lightning that we have used is supported here. No. In the custom element, you have only support up to 60%. That means 60% of your command will work here. Remaining 40% will not work or it's not visible. We call them as custom elements. Next, Shadow DOM. Mixing of custom elements with HTML and capsuling them together, we call them as Shadow DOM. HTML template. The designing piece of LWC is called HTML template. ES module. The programming bracket controller piece of LWC is called ES module. Over guys. Right now, let's go ahead and see how to create infrastructure for LWC. Write down LWC infrastructure. We'll come to practical now. Enough of theory, right? LWC infrastructure. Put a heading. Step 1, go to Google, type SFDX, press enter, right? Go to this website, developer.salesforce.com, tools, SFDX CLI. Click on this link. SFDX CLI. Click on this link. First step, download and install, right? You are using Windows, so click on Windows. Download Windows, download for Windows 64-bit, 86-bit, 32-bit. So download whichever is compatible. I will definitely recommend 64-bit. Anybody less than Windows 10, if it's not working, I cannot help. You should have a latest updates. So download this and install. First step, download SFDX CLI and install. So when you click on this, a download will start. It will download a software, double click on the software, install it. Next, second step, confirm installation. Confirm installation. How to confirm? Click on start, CMD. I type CMD, command prompt. I open the command prompt, the DOS command prompt. Type SFDX. Type SFDX and press enter, all in small. You should be able to see the version, right? See, warning, 7.1.41.1 is available to 7.142.1. I have a 141, a next version is available. Whenever you see a next version like this, come here and type SFDX space UPDATE. Like this you'll type SFDX space update. Now if I run this, it will take at least 1 hour. Be patient in LWC. Everything is time consuming. In LWC, you have to wait and wait. First step, SFDX, type SFDX. If you are able to see the version, then yes, it is installed. If you see that there is the latest version available, then go ahead and type this command, SFDX update, and press enter. It will start updating your system. Everything on command line. There is no start. You cannot go ahead and update it. You can update it only like this. SFDX update. If I press enter, now see what happens. Enter. It will start updating and it will take at least 1 hour. See, it's fetching the information. See, it's downloading. 1115 MB it will download now. It works very fast and then it will become slow down. So there we go. I'm trying to update and the system is going to update. Step 1, download SFDX CLI and install. Step 2, confirm SFDX installation by going to command prompt and typing SFDX. If you're able to see the version, it's installed properly, right? Perfect. It's now downloading. So I'm closing it. Done. You don't close it. You go ahead and do it completely. Next, third step or next step, go to Google, type MS Visual Studio Code. Next step, download and install Microsoft Visual Studio Code. After your update is done, after your SFDX update is done, you will go ahead and you will download this piece, called SFDX. Here it is, download for Windows. Click on it and install it. Click on this, it will download, and Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Rupam, can I use any other IDE? No. Eclipse, not supported, gone. Once upon a time, it used to be Eclipse. 4 years back, 5 years back, it used to be Eclipse. Now, no more Eclipse, only Visual Studio Code. No more Eclipse, only Visual Studio Code. Perfect. Once you install it, now open, click on Start, Visual Studio Code. Here we go. Your application will be visible. Click on the application. Your Visual Studio Code will open up now. There we go. Your Visual Studio Code is opened up. By the way, let me close this. Let me close everything. Close folder. This is how you'll be able to see for the first time when you log in to the Visual Studio Code. This is how you'll be able to see it. Any type of messages that comes to the right side down, ignore it. It'll ask you to install this, it'll ask you to install that. Ignore everything. The purple bar that you see is the status bar. There you'll be able to see the status bar. Now, next step, go to extension in the Visual Studio Code, go to extension, type Salesforce. Type Salesforce. Type Salesforce. 1 minute. I'm dragging and dropping a little bit more and bigger for you. Don't install anything. There are so many things are there to install. Don't install the Salesforce Lightning component. No. Directly install Salesforce extension pack. You'd install this. Click on it and click on install. Salesforce extension pack. You can see Apex, Aura component. It supports everything. It supports Lightning Web component. See? SOQL, SLDS validator, Lightning Web component. So click on install button. Install, and it will take another 30 minutes. It will install. Here it will show installed. I should get a notification. Salesforce extension pack. Everyone clear? Your environment is now ready for your LWC programming. Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions? How to create this LWC programming environment? Anybody has any questions? Okay. Now, click on the Explorer icon, the icon which is on the left-hand side top, Explorer. Here we go, where my mouse is blinking. Explorer. Click on Explorer. Click on Explorer, right? Now, press Control Shift P on the keyboard. Control Shift P on the keyboard. Before we do that, sorry, I missed one step in between. Go ahead and create a folder. Go to your C drive, right? Underscore SFDC. We have already a folder called as LT124. Inside that folder, I'm creating one more folder called as LWC. LWC. LWC project. PROJECT. LWC project. I'm creating a folder. Press enter. Create a folder. Right? System is now creating a folder. Under LT124, I created a folder called as LWC project. Now, before you go and press Ctrl Shift P, click on File. Click on Open Folder. Open folder. Point to that folder you just created. Under C drive, under SFDC underscore, under LT124, I just created an LWC project. I say select folder. Wait. Click on Trust. Trust all the authors in LT124. Yes, I trust. Trust that folder. Now create a project inside the folder. Control Shift P. Control Shift P. Create. See SFDX create project. Press enter. Select the first one. SFDX create project. Wait. Wait. All the warning message, install this, install that, update now, update this. Oh, there is an update available. We need to update. Wait, we'll do that. I'm waiting. Waiting for what? Wait, it'll come. You'll be able to see it. It takes little time. There we go. See, now from here, select standard. Don't select empty or analytics. Empty project is non-compatible projects. Select standard. Standard. Give the project name, right? Project name LT124 L. I'll give in an all small then. LT124 LWC project or LT124 LWC. I press enter. System is asking, where do you want to create this folder? Right? It is pointing to the same folder that we created. LT124 LWC project. Yes, create. Now system is creating a project for you. There we go. A project is created. Wait. A lot of things are going to happen now. So you have to wait. Wait. You are able to see, right, in the Project Explorer here, you see system has created a lot of entries. But, right, a lot of entries. I'm waiting for here in this purple bar has now changed to blue bar. In the blue bar, I'm waiting for LWC component to be activated. I'm waiting for a VS Code org to be activated. So I'm waiting. If I press Control Shift P, I will not get anything. I will say SFDX, nothing is coming up other than 2 or 3 command. So you have to wait till here in the blue bar where you see 0 0, cross 0, exclamation 0, error 0, right? Warning 0. There you'll be able to see activating visuals, activating Lightning Web Component, activating VS Code org. Let's wait. It'll take time. It'll say indexing Lightning Web Component, and then it'll say, right, activating VS org. Then it will say no org attached. I'm waiting for that. Where? In the blue bar just above the start, there's a blue long bar. There I'm waiting. See, now it's doing something. You can see, okay, there we go. Activating extension. It's coming up. See, no default org set. No default org set. I'm waiting for this to come. No default org set. Right? Maybe activation of LWC was much faster. Perfect. Ignore all the messages that comes going forward. Now press Ctrl Shift P. You will get all the menu. See, I was waiting for this menu to come. Click on Authorize an org. Click on, if it's a production. In real time, you'll take Sandbox. Test.salesforce.com. Sandbox. Here you can select project default or production. Both are login.salesforce.com. See, both are same. First two are same. I say project default. Press enter. Now wait. An Internet Explorer will open. Wait. Automatically an Internet Explorer will open. So I'm waiting. Other than waiting, there is no other option. By the way, anybody joining for the first time? Anyone in the classroom?
Yes,
Today
Rupam.
is the first class?
I'm
Okay, that's good. Able to understand whatever I'm teaching here? Yes?
yes, Rupam.
Okay. So there we go. One Internet Explorer opened up. Wait, it will take you to the login.salesforce.com page. So wait, there we go. Login.salesforce page. In that, I enter the username Rupam lt124.com. Password CRM1234 hash. It'll ask me for a verification code, right? If yes, then I need to go to verification code. Let me go to my Gmail, gmail.com. Gmail. Right, there we go. And here is the authentication code 719655. I copy it, I paste it here, and I say verify. It still says towards the right hand side bottom, right, that it's running. Now click on allow. Not for this. Click on allow on the access on the web. Allow. This is allowing your organization to be connected with Visual Studio Org. Rupam, what we have done so far, we just connected my Visual Studio Code with my Salesforce organization. Wait till this command says ran successfully. So wait. See, authorize an org ran successfully. Now you can close this. We don't need this anymore. Close. My Visual Studio Code is now connected to Salesforce organization. Now you can close this command. Now let's create an LWC. Control Shift P on the keyboard. I will get an option called as here, create Lightning Web Component. Create Lightning Web Component. Press enter. Give a name. My first LWC. I'm giving a name called as my first, right, LWC. Control Shift P. Create a Lightning Web Component. My first LWC, and I press enter. And I press enter 2 times. Now it's creating a Lightning Web Component, right? Here we go. Under LWC folder, it created a Lightning Web Component called as my first LWC. LWC consists of 4 bundle elements. LWC consists of 4 bundle elements. LWC bundle. Whereas Lightning consists of 8 bundle elements. But here there is only 4. Number one, HTML template. HTML template. How does it looks? Here we go. Name dot HTML. Whatever the name you give. HTML. What is the extension? .html is the extension. What type of programming you do here? HTML and Lightning. Nothing else. HTML and Lightning. What is this used for? Designing LWC. Second bundle element, ES module. Second bundle element, ES module, which is nothing but JavaScript, the controller. Name, whatever the name you give, .js. Whatever programming you do, right? The extension is JS, JavaScript. The extension is JavaScript. Whatever programming you do, only JavaScript. Nothing else. Right? No other programming language. What is this useful for? Controller. Logic. All your logics and controller you'll put here. Next, 03. Style, which is not visible. You can only see 3. HTML, JS, JS Meta XML. Style, which I'll show you how to do it. Name.css. What is the extension? The extension will be .css. What type of programming it is? CSS programming. You can write only CSS. What is this? For style, colors, borders, colors, frames, styles, style. The last one, interface. The last one is called interface, right? What is this? Name, right? Dot JS hyphen META meta dot XML. What is the extension? JS hyphen meta. No, I will. Yep. META meta dot XML. This is the extension. whatever programming you do here, XML and Lightning. XML and Lightning, right? Okay, I will not use Lightning, I will say LWC. Otherwise, you will think that it's Aura. We cannot do Aura programming here. LWC. XML and LWC. What is the use of it? Position, location. Where do you want this Lightning component to be visible? I want it to be on record page. I want it to be on home page. I want it to be in a tab page. Then you define here. These are the 4 bundle elements of LWC. First one, .html. This is how it looks. See, template. Next, the ES module. This is how it looks. We will do our programming here inside this bracket. There we go. Next, CSS, not there, which I'll show you how to create manually. Next, location. Where do you want this Lightning component to be appearing? Where do you want this Lightning component to be appearing? Right? Now, let's first do one. I come here and I say, right? I give bold tag here and I say, hi, Geo, good morning. This is my first LWC component. Already C stands for component, but I'm writing it. Hi, this is my first LWC component. Control S. I will say hi. In between, in a curly bracket, I will say name. Hi, name. In a curly bracket. In a curly bracket, I will just go ahead and I will say name. Right? In a curly bracket. Right? In a curly bracket. Curly bracket represents a field. If you remember, in the Lightning, it was exclamation v dot attribute name. V dot name, but here no V, nothing, direct name. Let's do one thing. First, we'll say hi, good morning. Press Ctrl S. Whenever you see a dot, that means it's not saved. Ctrl S. Even though I did nothing, I saved it. Now you can be on HTML, you can be on JS. I want to push it to my organization. Ctrl Shift P. You will say deploy this to the source org and press enter. Deploy this to the source org. Wait, it's deployed. Now right click on it. Click on rename because spelling mistake can happen. So copy that name. Right? Now open your login.salesforce.com. I can't see the output in Visual Studio. We cannot see the output in a Visual Studio. We can see output only through Salesforce login. So I log in rupam@lt124.com, password CRM1234 hash. I'm logging in. There we go. I click on setup. I click on developer console. First of all, Rupam, where is our Lightning web component? Scroll down, right? Under custom code, look for Lightning component. Here we go. Under Lightning component, click on Lightning component. Click on Lightning component. You can see everything is shown as type Aura. I will say more, right? Aura, 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 more. Rupam, can't you directly give 1 to 200, right? No, more. See how many aura components we created. All are aura guys, by the way. More. See, all aura. More. Scrolling down. All aura. More. Scrolling down. All aura. More. Rupam, is it working? Yes, it is working. So don't worry about it. More. More. Oh man, these many aura components you created, you see? Now you're able to understand how many aura components you created. Suddenly one, you'll be able to see LWC. Everything is aura, aura, aura. First time you saw a new component has come up in your lightning called as my first LWC, and there is no more button. And you can see the type is no more aura, type is LWC. When you click on this LWC, I told you one point, you can't edit this. You can't edit it from here. You can't edit. There is no option to edit. You can see, no option to edit. We created this component called as my first LWC. Name, copy the name. Come to the developer console. Close everything. Close all. File, new, lightning app. I will say LWC dummy underscore dummy, dummy. I'm creating an app called as LWC dummy. I click on submit. Here I will call my lightning web component. C colon lightning web component. See, my first LWC. Extends equals to force SLDS. Force SLDS. Control S. I click on preview and I get the output. See, hi, good morning. This is my first lightning web component. Everybody is able to understand what I'm doing. Yes or no? Yes sir, no sir. Yes sir, no sir.
Yes, sir.
Others able to understand what's happening here? Yes or no? Now,
Yes, sir.
right? If you have a doubt, call it out, guys. We are in the basic. I'm going slow on the first class. Now, hi, good morning. I want the name here. Hi, Rupam. I will insert a variable, nm. nm is a variable. Control S. Where is this nm? Copy the variable name. Come to the ES module. Here, declare nm. nm declaration is done. If you say nm is equals to Rupam, this is how you declare a variable. We don't put string str in front of it. We don't say string. No, we don't say integer. We don't give the data type. Without data type, we declare a variable. nm, that's it. See, Control S on the keyboard. Only nm. You change the nm to Shah Rukh Khan, there will be hi Shah Rukh Khan will come. Control S on the keyboard, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. Every small change that you're making, deploy to the source org. Done. Now come and refresh. You will see, hi Rupam, good morning. See, because enum is a variable. To that variable, you give a name called Rupam, and the name is getting displayed on the screen. If you change the variable to Rupam to Ravi, Control S, Rupam, you have to deploy every small change you make. Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. It's deploying. Wait. Perfect. Deployed, ran successfully. Now come and refresh here. Press enter. It will say, hi Ravi. Everybody is able to understand? Yes or no? Once again, I'm asking, this is the first class. Tomorrow class onwards, I will start giving accelerator to the train. Within 5 to 6 weeks, within 1.5 months, you have to complete LWC. It's a vast syllabus. As I told you, I'm covering in depth, right? So you will get in depth. It's not like brushing from top. No, whatever is there in the Salesforce documentation, how much the lightning is developed, that much I'm teaching you. In fact, I'm teaching you 100% LWS, almost. Not even 20, 30, 40%. 95% greater LWC you'll get with me, which nobody can give you in the market. As I told you, there is no trainer to teach LWC in the market. My videos are forged, and in Udemy, my videos are put as Vishwanathan video. All those are my videos. You can very well recognize my voice. Go and see. That is my voice. They have picked up all these examples that I'm showing. They have picked up and they have copied from my videos, and they're doing it. Reputed companies like Udemy is doing such type of chiller activities because they don't have a lightning resource. Don't trust anyone giving you LWC for 3,000, 2,000, 10 days, 5 days. Right? It's a vast syllabus. Remember that. You have to learn so many things in LWC. And that is what you'll be learning with me. Right? Today I will stop here. I want you to go ahead and prepare your environment. Everyone should be ready with the environment tomorrow. And then tomorrow onwards, we'll start your core LWC class. I will start with LWC data types. Then LWC basic components I'll go with. Got it, guys? Yes. Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions?
Sir, what will be the future scope of LWC?
It will be the future. Because as it's a ECMS 7 standard, as it is neutral component, the future is LWC. That's it. There is nothing called what is the future. It is the future. Slowly, your lightning might be decommissioned, but LWC will be there forever going forward now. Got it, guys? Any other questions? Anyone has any other questions? Any other questions?
Sir, where does this use it, sir? LWC?
Same Salesforce users.
No, in which website or famous website?
So the login.salesforce.com. Now I logged in as Rupam@OF 124. So I belong to that organization. Whichever organization you authorize, they belong to that organization. Right? I have gone ahead and authorized this VS Code with an org. Here you see a VS Code org. That is nothing but OF 124. So all the users of OF 124 has to log in like this. Next. Next. Any questions? Anybody has any questions?
Rupam, is Eclipse still using in the industry?
No. Gone. Industry Eclipse is there, not Salesforce. Salesforce is no more using in right Eclipse. Eclipse ID is gone.
Okay. I'm presently attending interviews, so in my resume I wrote I know
No, wrong.
Eclipse.
No, you know Eclipse, it's okay, but don't say that you're using Eclipse with Salesforce. Your IDE.
Oh.
Salesforce IDE is now Visual Studio Code. Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Next. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Okay. I give you 14 minutes back today, 13 to 14 minutes back. Please prepare this environment because tomorrow onwards I'll keep on creating LWCs. One after one, dhara dhal, it'll start. So before that, please create this environment, make it ready so that tomorrow once I start the class, you should be going smooth. Right? So that's it for today. We'll stop here. Thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day. Let's meet tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Not at 7 o'clock.
Sir,
Your class starts at 7:30. Yes, tell me.
sir, today upload video as soon as possible so that we can create an
Definitely.
environment.
Definitely. Sure. Definitely. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Right, guys. Bye-bye.